video of an experimental armadillo car swept across the internet. You can see it here. Now, you've probably seen this video now, but I'm going to focus on it for a slightly different reason, I think, than most people buy it and all of that, which is perfectly fine. This is the Armadillo-T, a foldable electric vehicle that was built by the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology in Daejeon, South Korea. Now, obviously, it's very small. It's powered fully by electricity, which is, of course, important. So some of the stats about the car: it can travel 100 kilometers on a 10-minute charge, which I find to be very interesting. I don't know how they managed to do that charge in just 10 minutes. And has a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour, which is about 37 miles per hour. Now, most interestingly is that when it comes time to park, the rear of the vehicle folds over the front, and this can be controlled by your smartphone, almost having its body length to just 1.65 meters. And you can see that after it folds in half, it's very small. And so you can imagine that if lots of people were driving cars like that, parking lots could fit much more cars, streets could fit much more cars, and things of that sort. Now, I am doing this broadcast from LA. Parking is something that I take very seriously, and so this definitely caught my eye. And the reason that I want to bring it up today is I'm very interested in finding out what you think about the future of cars and the compromises that we are or should be willing to make in the future. Now, if you've been watching this for a while, you probably know that I recently bought an all-electric vehicle, and I did it partially because I hope to demonstrate to my audience that you can live day to day with almost no compromises driving an electric car, but also because I'm interested in the future of automotive technology generally, and so I simply had to take the opportunity. But my car is small. Many people would see that to be a compromise that they're not willing to make. It's larger than the Armadillo-T, but it is smaller than the average car. And so I have to imagine that many of you watching that video, your first reaction was, there is no way I would drive something as goofy looking as that. Like, I wouldn't feel like a man if I was driving it, or it's not fast enough. And of course, bear in mind that this car isn't even going to be sold. It's not legal for driving even on South Korea's roads, although they're trying to get an exception made. But something like this, think about, yes, there are costs. It's smaller, it doesn't look as cool, it doesn't, I guess, inflame the senses or the passions in the way that a large roaring V8 does, or something like that, or a very classy looking luxury car. But parking is a big issue. I know all the time people find parking for the studio, complain tons. Now imagine if you could totally eliminate that from your life. Imagine if you didn't have to worry about paying so much money for gas every single day. You didn't have to worry about contributing to pollution and all of that. There's a million different reasons that these compromises are being experimented on. It's more than just worrying about climate change. It's ease of use. It's like throttle response. Electric vehicles have much better throttle response and things of that sort. And so there's a lot of different benefits here. But like I said, there's compromises as well. And so I wonder if you would be willing to make those compromises. Would you feel that driving something like that, even if it was super convenient to park, you could have a tiny little garage and not have to worry about it, you could basically fit it anywhere, you could fit your bicycle, would that be enough for you to get over the appearance, possibly going a bit slower, not having as far range? Now, I think it's very easy in the case of something like the Tesla to say, well, that's a hot car, it's super fast, it goes really far. I would be perfectly fine with that. But the future of electric cars is probably going to be less like the Tesla, more like a mix between the Armadillo and my electric car, I would imagine. And so, please let me know, what do you think about the future of automotive technology? Do you feel that any compromises need to be made? And if so, what compromises would you be willing to make?